I'm a total Sonic the Hedgehog fan, much like everyone else. I like the newer games, but I don't mind playing the classics. I don't think I've ever played glitchy or hacked games before, though I don't think I want to play any after the experience I had. It all started on a nice summer afternoon. I was playing Sonic Unleashed. I liked how you get to explore the towns in it. That's not important. Until I noticed out of my peripheral vision that the mailman had arrived and put something in my mailbox as usual and left. I paused my game to go see what I got in the mail. The only thing in the mailbox was a CD case for computers and a note. I took it inside. I looked at the note first and realized it was from my it was from my dear friend Kyle. Let's just call him that. Assuming the reader already wouldn't assume that that's his name or anything. I don't even know. This shit is horrible. Whom I hadn't heard from in 2 weeks. I know that because I recognized his handwriting, though what was weird is not was how it looked. It looked badly written and scratchy and somewhat difficult to read. As if Kyle was having a hard time writing it down and did it in a hurry. This is what he wrote. Tom, I can't take it anymore. I had to get rid of this thing somehow before it was too late. And I was hoping you'd do it for me. I can't do it. He's after me, and if you don't destroy this disc, he'll come after you too. I cannot speak proper English today. Kill me. He's too fast for me. Please, Tom, destroy this godforsaken disc before he comes after you too. It's too late for me. Destroy the disc and you'll destroy him. But do it quick, otherwise he'll catch you. Don't even play the game. It's what he wants. What? Just destroy it, please. Kyle. Well, that was certainly weird. Oh my god. Even though Kyle was my best friend, and I haven't seen him in 2 weeks. I didn't do what he asked me, and I didn't think that a simple gaming disc would do anything bad to him. After all, it's just a game, right? Boy, was I wrong about that. Anyway, I looked at the disc and so you're looking at the disc as I'm reading this. That's just perfect. And it looked like any ordinary computer CDR disc, except it had black marker on it written Sonic.exe. And it was much unlike Kyle's handwriting, meaning that He must have gotten it from somewhere, like a pawn shop or eBay. When I saw Sonic on the writing of the CD, I was actually excited and wanted to play it, since I was a fuck it, I don't even know, man. Big Sonic fan. Oh, I bet you are. I went up to my room and turned on my computer and put the disc and installed the game. When the title screen popped up, I noticed that it was the first Sonic game. I was like, awesome! Because like I said earlier, I like the classics. How many times are you gonna bring this up? The first thing I noticed that was out of place was when I pressed start. There's was a split second when I saw the title image turned into something much different, something that I now consider horrifying. So you didn't consider it horrifying when you saw it, did you? Oh my god. Before cutting to black. Black cliches everywhere. I remember what the image looked like in that split second before the game cut to black. The sky had darkened. The title emblem was rusted and ruined. The Sega 1991 was now instead Sega 666. Cliche number 2. And the water had turned red like blood, except it looked hyper realistic. But the freakiest thing that was in that split second frame was Sonic. His eyes were pitch black and bleeding, with 2 glowing red dots staring right at me. And his smile had stretched wider up to the edge of his face. I was stretched. No, I was rather disturbed. You guys are gonna see a lot of errors because I really don't give a fuck about reading this story. This story is pretty bad. I don't care. You shouldn't take this seriously. Not with a grain of salt. I figured I was rather disturbed about that image when I saw it, though I figured that it was just a glitch and forgot about it. After it cut to black, it stayed like that for another 10 seconds or so, and then another weird thing happened. The save file, select from Sonic the Hedgehog 3, popped up, and I was like, WTF? What's this doing in the first Sonic game? Anyway, then I noticed something. Noticed. It's not hard. Just English properly. Something off. The background was the dark, cloudy sky of the Bat Star, the Speedway level. From Sonic CDI. No, fuck it. From Sonic CD. And there are only 3 save files. The music was that creepy caverns of winter music from Earthbound. Only it was extended and seemed to have been in reverse. And the image for the save file where you see a preview of the level you're on is just red. Here we go with present tense. It's just red static for all 3 files. What freaked me out more was the character select screen. It showed only Tails, Knuckles, and to my surprise, Dr. Robotnik. Now, I was sure that something was up, because why not? Mods don't exist. That's definitely not a thing. I mean, how can you play as Robotnik in a classic Sonic game, for crying out loud? That's when I realized that this wasn't a glitchy game. It was a hacked game. Face palms everywhere. It was really creepy. As a smart gamer. Smart. Fucking smart gamer. I wasn't scared. Or at least I tried not to be. What a pussy. I told myself that it was just a hacked game. And there's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, shaking off the creeped out feeling, I picked File 1 and chose Tails. And when I select and got started, the game froze for about 5 seconds and I heard a creepy pixelated laugh that sounded an awful lot like that Kefka guy from Final Fantasy before cutting to black. The screen stayed black for about 10 seconds or more. How do you notice? Do you have a stopwatch, you dumb fuck? Then it showed the typical level title thing, except the simplistic shapes were different shades of red. And the text showed only Hill Act 1. The screen faded in and the level title vanished, revealing Tails in a green hill zone from Sonic 1. The music was different, though it sounded like a peaceful melody in reverse.